How can a continent with over 1.3 billion people, comprising of 54 countries, don't have a permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council with veto powers? What is Africa missing? And why is Africa not on the table? His Excellency William Ruto, President of Kenya, once said, "If you are not on the table, that means you are on the menu." Africa has been on the menu for far too long and wants to be on the table to decide how that menu can be or should be structured. Why is Africa not having a permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council with veto powers? Are the people of Africa not fit enough for their voice to be heard and to influence global decisions? Why are the gatekeepers reluctant to let Africa into the United Nations Security Council? Is there something that is on that menu that they don't want Africa to see or do what is right for the people of Africa, or is just a complete lack of respect for Africa? These are some of the questions that we should ask ourselves as Africans. Seek for knowledge. Ask questions to acquire knowledge. That is the basis at which we as Africans can get to understand what is going on at the world stage. It does not make sense that African countries will vote for matters that they were not part of when it was drafted, even if it doesn't favor Africa. That is historical injustice for Africa. The United Nations Security Council needs to be reformed. Africa has a role to play at the international stage. Africa cannot continue to be takers of decisions that have been decided by other countries on their behalf. Africa wants to be part of that decision-making process and put the interests of their population at heart before voting on a decision that they have also contributed to draft. As long as Africa don't have a permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council with veto power, Africa will continue to look for strategic partners to push for their own agendas at the UN Security Council. And we all know that always comes with a price, because the gatekeepers will always impose on them some certain conditions before their matters can be heard and voted for using their veto powers, which is disadvantageous to Africa. It is like giving something to somebody on the table and take it back under the table. Africa deserves 2 permanent seats at the United Nations Security Council with veto powers to influence decisions at the world stage and for the voice of the population of Africa to be heard. I have an idea. Since the gatekeepers at the United Nations Security Council are not willing to let Africa in, Africa should look for an alternative of the UN Security Council and create a United States of Africa and forget about seats anywhere. Rather, the world will request a membership to join the United States of Africa, because unity is our strength. Africa, wake up. Africa, rise up. Africa without borders. Africa, continental free trade area. The time is now. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.